breaking news before we go. Like, thank goodness we had the Denver conversation here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This just came out from Shams. Jaden Ivey has sustained a broken fibula in his left leg. So yeah, broken fibula. That's a leg bone, I believe. If
Yes.
I, yes, that is that is a leg bone. Okay, so there we go.
The two in your lower leg are the
Yeah,
fibula and tibula. So
yeah, broken leg. So like not good, obviously. Like I can't imagine that bodes well for him this season. And now I'm just waiting to see if the Pistons are gonna send a PR release, which should be coming still.
so going back to what I said at the beginning, I still think this is best case scenario long term for Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I felt like a broken leg, assuming it's a clean break and all of that stuff, is the best scenario compared to what we talked about with like potential, displacements, like knee stuff, anything like that. QT says he's not coming back this season, though. I would agree. I never thought it was going to be like, oh, it's actually just a high ankle sprain. He'll be back in 6 weeks. My guess is like, the player's reaction was to like, if it like poked through the skin or was dangling, something like that. Like, I know those can be really gruesome to see. I still think this is probably the best case scenario for Jaden Ivey long term. Everything we discussed today, I think probably stands based on this, Omari, in terms of you don't see J.I. in a Pistons uniform again this season, would be my guess. But I'm sitting here right now reacting to this news thinking this is good news under the circumstances of what the news could be. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is better than some of the other things that could have happened.
Yeah. Like I said, like in that type of scenario, and just based on the reactions, it seemed like it was some sort of broken bone scenario. So that's tough. I mean, it's tough to see him coming back from a broken fibula for the next 4 months. But in the grand scheme, if you have to pick an injury, a leg injury, then you want a clean break, which ideally this was a clean break and there's nothing else involved that could lead to any setbacks. But I think with that, you could definitely look forward to him coming back. And if there's nothing else involved, making a good recovery once he does come back.
And the one thing I'll say is, yes, he does. Here's the biggest difference to me between this and like an ACL. He's out for 3 months. So he's back on the court in, just say 1st of April. Think how much time he has to get ready for the off season or for the season now. Like he could have a full off season of preparation and all of that coming into next year fully healthy, as opposed to say a player who had the same injury at the end of the season and then misses the entire offseason. Dax Hoops, I appreciate the confidence in the Pistons. I would not put my money on the Eastern Conference Finals this year. But I again, as it sits right now, not being a doctor, this seems like a good situation based on what we know, like best case scenario based on what we know. Out for a few months. Hopefully it's a clean break, all of that. I think this is probably the best we could have heard today.